Hi, good morning. Just a little unfortunate news, which is when you have farm animals and especially chickens. Went out this morning and noticed that there are feathers everywhere in the yard. Followed them back and noticed that a fox had gotten into the coop, which is my fault. We got back from the beach yesterday and being tired, I just didn't go shut the coop door. So the fox came in and just pulled chickens out one by one. Unfortunately, he got 4 adult Blue Laced Red Wyandottes, 1 rooster and 3 hens. So I have 1 hen left. So my son and I are going to go look and see if we can find the fox den, because foxes are tidy animals, so they don't like a lot of mess in their den. So I'm thinking that either there'll be feathers that will lead us to the den, or he's already kicked the body out. So I'm hoping that we can find the den so that we can fix this fox, because it's been snooping around our property for a while and has claimed so far, 5 chickens so far that I know about. So that's where we're going. We've got it on our arms for protection, safety first. It's turkey hunting season, so I'm not trying to get shot. So me and that cute little devil back there are going to go tromping through the woods to see if we can find this fox to kill my chickens. So while I'm out looking, I thought maybe some might be interested in how do you find a fox's den. So I'm going to tell you some things that I know. And that's all I can do. So they'll live in heavily wooded, heavily covered areas. As you can see around our house, we have nothing but wood. So it's kind of the perfect place for foxes. There's plenty of places for them to hide, for them to make their den, things like that. So as far as with their den, you will find an opening that's like a ramp that leads down into the den. Now the den the burrow has several different chambers. There'll be a chamber where they store food. There'll be a chamber where the vixen will kit. And there will be a couple, depends on how big the den is. There'll be a couple exits to different size, so that way they can get out if something comes after them. So it's not just a one way in, one way out. They have a couple different options of how to get out. So when you're looking for a den, you want to look for a place that is not covered in leaves. In my case, you have to think it's going to be a heavily trafficked area. They had to dig out the den, so so you'll look for a place that doesn't have a lot of leaf cover. Like as you can see, the ground here is pretty much heavily covered with leaves. So you want to look for a spot that looks like it's been dug out. Number 1 sign. They like to hide like underneath fallen trees or boulders, or at the base of a tree, anything that they can get underneath that's going to help provide them with extra protection. Also, as you get close, you will smell the fox. Foxes smell very musky. That's a good way. Very musky, yeah. And they use that to mark their territory. Yeah, so very musky. I don't know how the words to put into how a fox smells besides just really musky, unpleasant. They're also very clean animals. So if you find a den around it, you should find bones of animals that it's eaten. In my case, I'm looking for feathers, but they're very tidy. So they will bring their food, the waste, outside of their den. Same thing with their excrement. They will not pee or poop in their den, so they will come outside of their den, and close to it should be an area that's full of poop. Also, when the kits are born, you should see, like if you look around a tree, like say for instance this tree, if there was a den here and there were kits, there'd be a worn out ring around the tree because kits like to play, they need to burn off excess energy. Also, the den will face south. I don't know why. I think that's just interesting. Maybe it has to do with the way wind blows. Not sure. But their den will face south. And they'll also be located near water, whether it's a creek or a pond or whatever you have in your case. They'll be near water because they need to drink. Yeah, I think that's it. So you just kind of walk around and, you're looking for... My first thing that I'm looking for is just a cleared out section. A section that just does not look like it fits in with the surroundings around me. Leaves on the ground. So that's the first time that I'm looking for. And I'm also frequently smelling the air. Right now I smell the smell of leaves decomposing. But you'll know. You'll know when you come across that musky scent that, it's pretty heavy. So you'll definitely tell that it's not a normal smell. So that's what we're doing. You just kind of walk around, take your time, look under fallen leaves. If you have a lot of big boulders, look in spaces under boulders. But I'm just looking for that area that has been dug out, that is cleared. And again, look for paths in the forest or wherever you are, because it's going to be heavily traveled, because if you think they're coming in and out constantly, and especially once the vixen has had her kits, it will be even more so, because there's more bodies that are constantly coming in and out. So yeah, those are just some things that I know about locating a fox's den. If you know anything else, hey, drop it in the comments. I love to learn. Or correct me on anything if I'm wrong. I ain't no master fox hunter. So, yeah, maybe that helps someone if they're in the same situation as me. Foxes are our main predator here, as far as with my chickens. So yeah, it doesn't hurt to know. 1 second. What's around you? I'm gonna flip the camera. 1 second. Okay, so I found this hole, which does not belong there. But however, what I don't see is a lot of worn tracks coming in and out. Foxes, what they will do is they'll also steal burrows from another animal that has created them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around here to see if I see any other holes that could be an escape out the back, for predators. And then I'm going to begin looking for scat. I don't think that, who knows? The chickens were just taken last night, so he might not have done anything with them, because foxes will store caches of food. So it might just be that he's storing them down there. But I also don't smell any musk, so chances are this is either not a fox, or it's just some random ass hole, or it's an old burrow. Maybe I'll stick my phone down there. Let's try that. Let's see. So this is in the hole, guys. It stops that way, but it looks like it continues some that way, doesn't it? Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, looks like it goes that way. Not far away from that hole, you can see there's the hole there. I found this hole, which again, I don't believe is a naturally made hole. However, it is not clear. So either this is an old den or old something of someone else, or I don't know. But you can see there's the hole, and it's full of leaves, and I'm not sticking my hand in there. But then there's the hole over there, so it kind of, who knows? That might just be an old den, but I don't smell any musk, so I don't think that this is active. But at least found some signs of something. So the search continues. Just about to call it quits And I'm walking along a place that I know that wildlife likes to go. Look what I found. The feathers from a chicken. And I see some more up there. So we're gonna try and follow these as long as I can follow them. Wow. All right, let's go. So unfortunately, apart from the feathers I saw up at the top, I couldn't really find any more. Now again, you know, I don't know exactly what time they were taken, but you know, feathers are light, so they could be anywhere. But I was hoping, because I mean, my Blue Laced Red Wyandottes, if you know Wyandottes, those are some big bodied chickens. And the fox that I'm pretty sure got them, we've seen on trail cam before. And, you know, red foxes are not that big. So I was hopeful that as he was taking them, or one, away, that the body would drag on the ground and feathers would be deposited along his path. But I wasn't able to find any, which, you know, unfortunately just is what it is. Now, I did smell musky a couple times, but I don't know if that was me wanting to smell it, you know, if you know what I mean. But, I mean, again, no dice, but it just is what it is. And then as one last ditch effort, I did come down to the creek and looked around the bed to see if there was any feathers there. If he jumped across the water, I thought maybe some feathers would fall out from the impact, but I haven't seen any, so. But I will be moving a trail cam up at the top over there, since now I know that's exactly where he's coming from. So his den, or her den, its den, excuse me, is somewhere over here. It's just when everything is so vast and expansive, it's kind of needle-ish in the haystack. So, but yeah, I'm gonna move a trail cam over, and I think I'm gonna point it out so then we could see what direction they are coming from, because it will be back. Now it knows where there's free, easy food. It will be back. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, that's it. You know, unfortunately, weren't able to find anything, but I did think it was pretty cool that we found some feathers. So, well, feathers, not from the kill, but from the takeaway. It was like fast food. He called in an order, came and picked it up. So yeah, I mean, I'll keep you guys updated on the fox situation, and hopefully we catch that jerk. But, you know, when you have farm animals, especially chicken, everything loves chicken. Everything loves chicken. Possums, raccoon, foxes, coyotes, everything loves birds, hawks, you know. So everything loves chicken. So that's part of, unfortunately, that's just kind of can be part of it. And I think that, you know, even because I've had foxes break into coops that I thought were like freaking Fort Knox, and they found a way, which I think if they're hungry enough and there's food there that they know they can get, eventually they're going to figure out a way. You know, I think it's just something that I know I've come to accept with having chickens. It's always disappointing and heartbreaking and sad, and I feel bad that, you know, the chickens, you know, had to be killed in that manner. I know that, anyway, that's the part that I feel bad that they suffered. Maybe that's just my empathy coming out. I don't know. But anyway, so that's the fox saga. It continues. I guess there'll be a part 2 eventually. But hopefully we catch them and there'll be no more part 2s. But then there'll just be other foxes. So it's a ongoing battle. But it is what it is. Foxes got to eat. So anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. And I hope, you know, if you like this, thought it was whatever, like and, you know, subscribe, because we got a bunch of cool stuff coming up. And I'd love and be honored and grateful to have you guys join along. All right. Well, I will see you guys later, and I'm sending love and light out to everyone.